What up, YouTube? It's the motherfucking News Underground, and I am Abandoned Nihilism. We're kicking it off with some more U.S. news, and don't worry, folks, America's favorite segment is at the end. It's that mass shooting update. You can expect to see it. Nothing's changed, so why would I stop doing it? Everyone wants to know who died today in the U.S. Wanted to open up right away with, I see a lot of liberals being like, like we covered in the climate segment over here, pop sensation Kyle Kulinski. Joe Biden's beast. Joe Biden's beast. Make sure you drink garbage fuel, folks. The king. There's a mass shooting literally every single day in the United States. It's getting so bad they want to change the definition of a mass shooting to 10 or more so that they can stop calling, 4 or 5 people dying a day a mass shooting. Oh, that's not a mass shooting. Only 6 kids died. Anyway, pop sensation Kyle Kulinski calling Joe Biden based, right? Based. And Bloomberg, right? And they're pointing to articles from Bloomberg over here. I saw this before. I saw this with Obama as well, right? We got a re-election coming. Here comes the new narrative. Things are actually going well for the economy, right? I remember this during Bush as well, right? Economy's doing great. Stocks are great. Wall Street's making money hand over fist, right? Everyone's going up and up and up. Really? How's it going for you over there in the chat right now, huh? You feeling like the economy's doing really well? Last time I checked, it's more expensive to fucking buy to buy an apartment in New York than it is to buy an entire palace in some other countries. We got the cost of rent astronomical, cost of food astronomical, cost of fuel astronomical. Paying more for eggs than I have in my entire fucking life, and they're trying to tell us, oh, those prices are never going to go down, right? The oil situation was leveled months ago, yet somehow I'm still paying, an outrageous amount of money at the pump. So what the fuck is Bloomberg? Yeah. People who read Bloomberg making lots of money. People reading Bloomberg making lots of motherfucking money. Congratulations. Just wanted to read some of these Reddit comments because all the top comments are like Biden base. I want Biden. Right? But a little deeper down is the guys, what economy are y'all talking about? Issue is this doesn't mean much to the average American anymore. It doesn't matter to my neighbors that all my neighbors have jobs if all of us are struggling to make ends meet. It doesn't matter if the government deficit is down, if social programs remain underfunded and Social Security remains threatened. It doesn't matter if the infrastructure plan is in place, if the improvements are in my neighborhood. Biden's doing well in all this. It's just so hard for many Americans to see because the root cause of our dissatisfaction remains unaddressed. Economic disparities continue to grow, and our futures are still threatened by that. And who? Boy, I hope that isn't a racist username. Hope that isn't a racist username. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I wasn't going to get into this article. I just wanted to point it out. It's like, yeah, the rich fuckers over at Bloomberg say the economy's doing really great. Tell me if you feel like the economy's doing that great for you. I just wanted to point this out because it's like weird. It's just kind of like, what the fuck is this about? I have no idea what this is. This could be totally benign. But listen to this. Listen to this story. This is weird. Let me know what your guesses are in the chat. Let me know what your guesses are in the chat about what you think this is.
Tonight, we're digging into Flannery Associates. The firm purchased 55,000 acres of farmland in Solano County, including right near Travis Air Force Base. Now, that's nearly double the size of San Francisco. Yet no one, not even the federal government, can figure out who's behind it.
Wow, I didn't know it was double the size of San Francisco. That's a chunk of land.
More importantly, why?
Federal officials say a mysterious company has purchased nearly $1 billion of land surrounding Travis Air Force Base, one of the most critical military bases in the western U.S. Democratic Congressman John Garamendi raised the alarm to the U.S. Air Force, prompting a federal investigation.
In your briefings on the matter,
Trump.
do you have any reason to believe the purchase of this land is for spying?
I have every reason in the world to believe that this land is
Welcome back,
in an
Wolf.
area in which spy operations or any other nefarious activity could take place.
I don't know. Hey,
that
Lexi.
could detrimentally impact the ability of Travis Air Force Base to operate in a moment of national emergency.
Public records show
It's a little sus. It's so sus. It's almost like is this like just a? What if this is a clandestine U.S. intelligence agency that's doing it, and like the rest of the government is left out of the loop? It is super suspicious, dude. You buy all the land around a critical Air Force base in the United States. That's super sus.
the company, Flannery Associates LLC, began purchasing the land in 2018, and investigators say those
China,
acquisitions ramped up this year.
But now literally three sides of that base is totally controlled by the Flannery Group. Nobody knew who they were. Who are these people? Where did they get the money that they can pay 5 to 10 times the normal
Welcome
value that others would pay for this farmland?
8 months of investigation, yet
We do not know where this money's coming from.
Do you have any reason to believe China is tied to
I'm sorry, this camera angle. Are we serious with this camera angle? We're doing this camera angle, huh? This is probably just a last minute thing, but are we doing this cam? Can we not do this camera angle? I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm trying to keep it family friendly in this motherfucker. But you over here doing. Okay, I'm just moving on.
this group?
I have reason to be concerned.
Garamendi says an attorney
I wish the old man did that camera angle. That would be better.
representing Flannery Associates indicated the firm is made up of a group of families, 97% of whom are allegedly American, looking to diversify their portfolio from equities to real assets, including agricultural land. But the congressman is skeptical.
Well, we have heard scheme after scheme. That makes no sense at all. We're going to build a deep water port. Really? Around Travis Air Force Base, which is 10 miles from the bay? We're going to farm. Well, at that price, you're going to lose a lot of money farming.
So, so there's wow.
We're going to build a city. No, you're not going to build a city here for all kinds of reasons. So none of the reasons why the land is being acquired make any sense at all.
What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
According to Garamendi, Flannery Associates has
Kinda
also
weird.
acquired land around the interstate electrical grid system, all the way from the Columbia River into central California. This includes land that houses wind turbines.
To be fair to the Just Stop Oil protesters, the woman just said that there's a baby in the car. I did not hear anyone say, I need to go to the hospital. I would like to see further proof, maybe an interview with the people that were complaining or some kind of follow-up. Somebody saying, no, they were definitely saying, oh, I need to go to the hospital. But I actually don't recall hearing that woman who came up and said, I have a baby in the car. It seemed to me like she was saying, you should let me through because I have a baby in the car. She wasn't saying, this is an emergency and I need to go to the hospital. Please prove me wrong, though. It is a little interesting, though, that the video provided for that, because the title was like she was trying to get to the hospital, right? But I didn't really see that in the video.
That provides significant power into Northern California.
It's the secrecy here. What's going on? If you're not on the
Tarmantis, your opinion is officially null and void. Why do you keep giving us your opinion like we want to hear it? You looked at scientific academic charts as a non-scientific masturbator and said they're fake without any research on your own. You looked at real information within 15 seconds, said it was fake. Your opinions mean absolute Duke. I mean, less than Duke, dude. You know, fertilizer has a purpose. The words that come out of your mouth don't. So I actually have more use for, with a handful of feces in my hand, I have more use for that than your opinions. I just thought I'd let you know.
Nefarious operation. Why are you keeping it secret?
Yeah, it is pretty weird. But anyway, I just thought I'd show that. If you want more information on it, here's the link right there. Moving on. This was really good. I don't know if we're going to watch this whole thing, but I need to point out that the neoliberals that are grandstanding, making great points against the right-wing conservatives, are often hypocrites in some of the things that they're saying. Sometimes not, though. Sometimes not. And in this case, there is a pretty clear difference, right? It's not just grandstanding. So I thought I would show you some of this. My wife is beautiful. She's upstairs working hard, teaching my new baby boy how to speak and how singing to him. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
When are you coming to?
Oh yeah, baby, right now, baby, right now, oh yeah. This is a professional news operation. Can we get back to it, please?
To take my gas stove away. Let me tell you something. Here's the score. Gun violence hearings in the 118th Congress, 0. Gas stoves, 3.
So that would mean that Republicans are now tied with Trump on the gas stove hearings versus wives game. One more and they'll match him on impeachments too.
That's all you need to know about what's happening in the 118th Congress. I yield back.
As one can now expect, whenever the GOP uses taxpayer dollars to hold hearings on pressing issues like public urination and gas stoves, there will be Democrats on hand to point out the absurdity of such a waste of time.
Oversight will hold a hearing on the Biden administration's proposed regulations on America's gas.
Once again, thank you to the bad actor conservatives that are desperately trying to counter narrative in my chat. I'm letting you hang around here because I'm enjoying the extra engagement you're adding to my channel, attempting to deny reality that's presented to us every single day. I just wanted to thank the right-wing conservatives for your view and for your chat engagement, which is helping this left-wing news program reach more eyeballs. Thank you. Fuck you.
Gas stoves, saying the White House is putting consumer choice on the back burner.
I wish my Republican colleagues were as concerned about Black and brown communities on the front lines of our climate crisis as they are about an appliance. This proposed rule is not a ban on gas stoves. This proposed rule is not a ban on gas stoves.
You hear that, right-wingers? That doesn't matter. You don't believe her. It's not true. Even though if we were to look into it, we would see that that is 100% correct, that it's not an outright ban on gas stoves. You're still going to say it anyway, right? Because it's like when we do gun regulation. It's a ban on all guns, no matter what it is. We could be regulating bazookas. We could be writing a law that says, you know, you're not allowed to own a bazooka. You're trying to take all my guns. Same thing here, right? It literally doesn't matter what the truth is. We're just banning gas stoves, regardless of what the reality is, right? Right? Yeah, okay.
The rule is not a ban on gas stoves.
Is a restriction a ban?
This proposed rule is not a ban on gas stoves.
Energy is doing, making sure that gas stoves are less expensive to operate and produce fewer toxins and health hazards. It is my hope that my Republican colleagues will redirect their focus to the well-being of American people rather than politicizing kitchen appliances.
None more so than fast-rising Democratic star Jared Moskowitz. And despite how comical his retort often is, he ensures to splice in enough substance to reiterate just how absurd another gas stove hearing is when you consider the other issues Republicans fail to address.
When are you coming to...
Oh, yeah! Ooh, right now, baby, right now. You don't know what I'm
to take my gas stove away? And will I get a 4-hour window? like when Comcast comes to my house or the power company, because I just want to be home when it happens, because I have a dog and I don't want him to be let out by accident. So can we schedule that now? When are you coming? Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry for laughing, but I have 2 dogs and chickens, so it's okay. We're not coming.
Let me tell you something. Here's the score. Gun violence hearings in the 118th Congress, 0. Gas stoves, 3. That's all you need to know about what's happening in the 118th Congress.
So here comes the right-wing bad actor who thinks he's clever, head filled with Jordan Peterson.
Yield back.
Chair now recognizes our good friend from Kentucky, Chairman Comer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate your leadership on this issue. And I have to respond to the gun violence. What good does it do to have gun laws on the books when you waive gun penalties for privileged white children of high elected public officials?
Some esoteric single thing that happened, one time or some bullshit that literally has nothing to do, like that is not proof that the neoliberals are not interested in passing gun legislation. Well, how come you gave a waiver one time? This one thing did this one little thing.
Will you yield?
I'll yield.
Mr. Chairman, there were 17 people killed at my high school in my neighborhood, and so let's not make gun violence.
I'm not making gun. I yield my time back.
Lenny, I mean, Ticketmaster is disgusting, and it is nice to see it called out, but it is a little interesting to see the priorities, right? With it pissed off a lot of Taylor Swift fans, so now we got to talk about Ticketmaster. It is kind of pathetic. I agree.
You asked a credible question.
Yo, Hunter Biden, man. I'm officially jealous, dude. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm a happily married man, but and then the other Biden brother like smoking a bong on the balcony. Why are they so fucking cool?
You're not serious.
And when he's not colluding with a spy, James Comer.
All right. So anyway, I just wanted to show that a little bit. We're not going to watch this whole fucking thing. I'm really tired of the theatrics from the neoliberals and the right wingers in these. Nothing is getting done. I mean, less than nothing. I mean, this is literally masturbation. It really is. It's just clip farming for the various media bubbles, But anyway, if you want to read it, I put the link in the chat. If you want to watch the rest of that video, it's right there. Midas touch. Yeah, this is shocking. So, the transphobic right-wingers, went after Bud Light because Bud Light tried to advertise its beer to people using a trans woman. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. And then, of course, Bud Light chickened out when right-wingers successfully, I'll definitely come to it, it was a successful boycott that hurt Bud Light's bottom line, that caused InBev, I believe is the conglomerate that owns Bud Light, caused them to pull out of supporting trans rights. Well, guess what, guys? Not only is Florida, Mr. Political Genius over here, not only did he tie a lot of Florida's retirement plans to Russian investments, he also had a lot of Florida's retirement invested in Bud Light. I don't know how is this possible? How are states taking our money and investing it in companies? What? Is that what these crooks are doing with our fucking money? This is money meant to take care of people. And they're putting it in the goddamn stock market? What the hell is going on here? Republican presidential candidate Ron DeSantis said that the state of Florida is launching an inquiry into Bud Light and InBev, which he said could lead to a lawsuit. The Florida governor said Jesse Waters primetime. Oh my God. Okay. Thursday, that businesses should be penalized for prioritizing social agendas over shareholders after Florida pension fund took huge losses due to the beer makers' decline. So conservatives are being directly affected by their boycott of Bud Light by the at least the hundreds of thousands. I'm not going to read a Ron DeSantis quote. That's not happening. Where is it here? They don't show the was it okay, is it over in here? Yeah, okay, it was over in here. See if I can find it. There was some good stats for each as. Yeah, so listen to this. Listen to this shit. This will blow your mind. You think the Republicans, right-wingers in the chat, you think the Republicans have your best interest in mind? They're crooks who want to extract every goddamn nickel and dime from your wallet, suck you dry of your labor, and throw your bloated corpse into the fucking ditch when they're done. That's what your average right-wing business owner wants to do with you, you fucking fools. Listen to this. Republicans like DeSantis invested over $200 million of Florida's pension funds into Russian assets. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Thank you very much to the lurkers out there. And thank you to the hate watchers for all this engagement. Look what you're doing to my channel. Best views my channel's ever had. Fuck you. But listen to this. Republicans like DeSantis invested over $200 million of Florida's pension funds into Russian assets, which have all since disappeared since the invasion of Ukraine. And here we have a source right here, if you want to see it. You know, oh, it's just some random Redditor. Fake news, fake news. I don't even believe doctors. I don't believe people with doctorates. Why am I going to believe a random Redditor? The only thing I believe is my crusty brown asshole, which is unwashed. You can smell it from here. Democrats urged DeSantis and his cronies to divest the funds before the war, and during the initial period of the war, they were so confident that Russia was going to destroy Ukraine. Wow. Welcome back, Chrono Stampede. By the way, if you want a good gaming channel, make sure you check out Chrono Stampede's Twitch channel. Like and subscribe, folks. Democrats urgent DeSantis and his during the initial period of the war, but they kept the money with Russia, and it has been made unavailable since. Wow, $200 million locked up in Russia. DeShitface is trying to cover his ass because he fucked over some more voters with his bad pension investments in Putin land. Dude is trying to recoup his losses in any way possible as he's losing and losing and losing. They fucking hate you. They fucking hate you. Ask a fucking question. Get it out of your fucking system. Every single motherfucker that asks that asks some right-wing bullshit. Rudy Toot Toot Zoot Suit. I do like that username. So here's the world that the Republicans are building, and yes, there is a clear difference when it comes to abortion on the neoliberals versus the Republicans. And I know it's from Stephen Dongziger. Wow. That was you all that build up for that shitty question. I'm not even going to justify that with an answer, dude. Holy shit. Breaking, a teenager in Nebraska is being jailed for 3 months for aborting her baby after Meta oh wow, this is even crazier. After Meta handed the police private Facebook messages she exchanged with her mother. So this Nebraska teen had private DMs with her mother. She had private DMs with her mother about a very sensitive and personal topic. Now, Rudy Toot Zootsu, you whatever your question was, you're correct. You're right. Stomp around like you've won and please leave. You think what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You think I give a flying fuck? But yeah, look at this shit. She had private DMs with her mother on Facebook, now known as Meta. And now she's getting 3 months in jail. This is the world that the Republicans are building. This is the world that the Republicans are building. They think it's okay to go into your DMs, make sure you're not doing anything with your vagina that isn't approved. And if you are doing something that they don't approve of, well, you're going to get arrested. How dare you do something to your body? That's my uterus, says the Republican politician. Literally violating your privacy, right? Because to get her, they had to, they how do you get, I guess, what, some investigation, and then the cops, someone snitched on her, right? Some right-wing member of the family, right? I love liberty. I love freedom. That's why I snitched on my cousin who was getting an abortion to the cops, and then she got arrested. Right? Is that how it happened? Did some right-wing family member snitch on her? Is that what happened? This is the world they're creating. This is the motherfucking world that they're creating. Thank you for the follow. Azriel. Makes me think of, it'll come to me. It's a game. Reaper. Something Reaper. Soul Reaver. Is it Soul Reaver? So there you go. Oh, as Azael. Thank you for that correction. Like your hat. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace is awesome. It really is. Or Az. Okay. Thank you, Az. Appreciate that follow. Another follow-up on abortion here. Nearly 2 years after Texas 6-week abortion ban, more infants are dying. Right? All this pro-life shit. Oh, I care about the babies. It's about the babies. It's about the babies. What about the kids? What about the kids? Turns out more kids are dying. They don't care. It was never about it was never about the kids. It's not about the kids. It's about control. It's about the government saying parts of your body are owned by us. And you think it's going to stop with women? You think it's going to stop with women, men who support these laws? This has nothing to do with your religious fruitcakery. It's all ends to a means. It's all justified. It's all justifying your pre-existing conclusions. You're still on climate change, Nebulous? What, is there a delay on D-Live, or is there a delay in your fucking brain? We kind of moved on to abortion, buddy. Keep up, D-Live. But here we have their barbarity in full display. It's not even saving kids. It's not even helping children. It's not even saving babies. They don't fucking care. They do not fucking care.
It was an emotional day of testimony in Austin, Texas, where a lawsuit challenging the state's abortion ban was heard there. 13 women and an OBGYN, who are the plaintiffs, say that the law is too vague on what constitutes.
I did not hear that, Jimmy James, and that is incredibly tragic.
A medical emergency. Now, the 3 people testified that they were denied abortions in Texas. One woman says one of her twins had a fatal condition and that it could have caused her to miscarry. The other twin, unless she could travel out of the state for care.
I've had to watch twin A, Isla, deteriorate more and more every ultrasound. Sorry. I would.
Pretty sure she's talking about, because the thing is that the mother has to be on the verge of death before the doctor is going to treat them because of some God, Bible, politics nonsense that the Republicans are farming votes off of. You think Republicans care about abortion rights? Think they care about a uterus? This is all cynical politics. And because of cynical politics mixed with religion, now women who need an abortion have to die a certain amount. They have to get close enough to death before the doctor will save them.
I've had to give birth to an identical version of my daughter without a skull.
Oh, wow.
And without a brain.
So no, she's talking about being forced to give birth to, she had to, so she knew, you know, really early on what the situation is with the kid, if it's alive, if it's healthy. So she had to give birth. She had to wait. She had to keep that child in her body to term, 9 months, dead, you know, like barely alive, doesn't have a skull, mutated. She had to keep that in her body for 9 months, and then she had to give birth to it. And it, of course, probably died immediately.
And I would have had to hold her until she died.
So she had to give birth to this mutant, and then they handed it to her, and she had to hold this. It wasn't a baby. It didn't have a skull. She had to hold this thing until it died in her arms. These are the laws. And what do we have in the chat? The right wingers in the chat fully support it. Great. Love it. Want it. Great. More of it. Monsters. There is no changing their minds. They would be in the room. They would be in the room watching this woman weep as this mutated child dies in her arms. Well, well, we gotta, it's barbaric, barbaric. They want this. They want women to suffer. They want to have control over women and their body. And there's no amount of barbarity that will stop them. They are evil, evil, evil people, right-wing conservatives. And they want to inflict maximum damage on the population.
Another plaintiff recalled the moment that she learned her pregnancy was not viable.
And I can see her pain in her eyes. And she told me that my daughter has been diagnosed with anencephaly, and that means that her skull and her brain is not fully developed.
The Republicans that make up America are nowhere close to half of America. It's about 30% of the voting population. And the voting population is not even 50% of America. The extreme right-wingers in our life are actually a pretty small and diminishing minority. And they know it. They see their irrelevance. They see the rest of America rejecting them. And that's why they're changing our laws to install themselves permanently, to avoid having to fight in a democratic contest. It's not half of America. It's not even half of the voting population. They're just really, really loud.
And that she was sorry. I didn't have any option. I was pregnant. She then called in a caseworker. Caseworker came in. And they handed me a paper that said funeral homes on top of it. She told me that I didn't have any options because there was a law that the Texas abortion law prohibited it. I wasn't able to get one. So I
was born and raised in a trailer park, Nebulous. Suck my dick.
I felt like I was abandoned.
That woman grew so distressed on the stand. You see her there. She started to vomit.
Yeah, but I'm a man. I'm a Republican man, and I should be able to tell her what she should do with her body. Yeah, but. She's so disgusted by the laws and what they've done to her, she starts vomiting. Another woman tells the tale of how she had to carry a mutant baby in her hand until it died in her arms. Yeah, but. These monsters are winning politically. These absolute monsters are winning politically because the left is nowhere to be seen. Where's the left on this? Where's the left? I remember Elizabeth Warren making some pretty strong speeches. Where the hell is she at? I'm going to go ahead and I really need a break, guys. I really need a break from this. So I'm just going to go ahead and I just need a little break from the monsters in the chat, from just these despicable people in the chat. No matter how much evidence I show them, no matter how much evidence I show them, it does not matter. I show a woman crying, explaining how she had to hold a baby that didn't even have a skull in her arms, until it died. Yeah, but. I'm so tired of it. Are you tired of it? Aren't you tired of it? Aren't you tired of it? You know? You know what I mean? Is there no low they will go to? You know, is there no low they will go to? You know what I mean? Is there a bottom to their shamelessness? You know? Is there a bottom to this? Moving on from the horrific abortion debate that just gets worse and worse with right-wing conservative incels fully in control of the narrative. I don't want to kill babies. I don't want to kill babies. I don't want to kill babies. We have failed women. On the left has failed women. But moving on from that, unfortunately, I have some good news. You love to see it. You love to see it. I have some good news. Breaking. Workers at McDonald's in LA have walked off the job on strike due to the inside heat being nearly 100 degrees. Yes. Yes. 1 second. There we go. I think having one tar mantis is enough, don't you? Yeah, go ahead and just block that one. Okay. We love to see it. And I see this so much at these fast, because, you know, my fat ass goes to a lot of fast food restaurants, right? I see this so much. Kitchens are just stifling. No AC, no fans, no ventilation. They just don't have the money for it. They just don't have the money for it. Right? Time and time again. They're slaving over a hot fucking stove. They can't even get a breeze. They can't even get a breeze. And here we have literally the hottest days in mankind's recorded history, and we still can't get a fan. You can't give me a fan. You can't go to the Home Depot manager and throw $100 down on one of those big industrial fans so you can be blowing it something. So these workers had enough. Absolute heroes. These workers had enough. And absolutely Lenny and the King. Slavery, sweatshops. They're getting paid pittance. They had enough. And this is how you do it. This is step 3. This is step 3. God, it looks hot too. Like the whole everything looks like it's smeared in Vaseline. It looks like the camera is sweating. But you love to see it. I love to see it. I want to see more of it. Want to see more of it. You absolutely love to see it. Love it. Keep going. Keep going. You know, hey, it hasn't been a cavalcade of victories, right, for the Amazon and Starbucks unions and all that, but we got to keep trying. We got to keep trying, right? If we even get one victory out of all the struggle, it was worth it. It was worth it. And let me tell you, folks, do you think anything's going to get done by just having a nice sit-down discussion with your manager after your shift is done? Maybe giving a phone call to corporate and asking pretty please for a fan. Do you think that's going to fix it? You going to sit here and lie to me and tell me that's going to make it work? So anyway, another great victory. This one from your boy Woke Patriot. Thank you, Woke Patriot, in the Discord. Make sure you check out the Discord. ! Discord. Check it out. Desperate to survive, Yellow makes disingenuous backdoor offer to Teamsters. So Yellow is a logistics company, a rather large one. Immediately prior to squelching on contractually obligated payments to sustain critical health and welfare and pension benefits for workers, Yellow CEO Darren Hawkins issued 2 letters to the Teamsters Union attempting to broker a backdoor deal to rescue his humiliatingly mismanaged freight company. From July 12th through the 13th, Hawkins made informal offers to the Teamsters, begging the union to return to the bargaining table well before the expiration of the current contract, suggesting the beleaguered freight company could offer workers hourly increases of just over $2. Whoa! Slow down, Mr. Moneybags. Where'd all the generosity come from? Just over $2 in the first year of a hypothetical new contract. Shockingly, the communications from Yellow were stipulated on the Teamsters agreeing to a new 5-year contract as quickly as possible. Further, the letters from the CEO spelled out that Yellow would only be in the position to make required benefits payments if the union swiftly entered into negotiations and agreed to a prompt resolution. Boy, nothing suspicious about that. The corporate entity that you're negotiating with wants to hurry up and have you hurry up and sign the document. Hurry up, make it done, get it done. Nothing sus about that one. Just 2 days after the letter was received on July 15th, 2 Yellow operating companies, YRC Freight and Holland, failed to make required payments totaling $50 million to the Central States Health and Welfare Fund and the Central States Pension Fund. The delay in payment could cause workers to lose health coverage and pension accruals. As soon as July 23rd, Teamsters at Yellow would be eligible to initiate a work stoppage anytime or after July 24th. The union has formally notified Yellow of its potential strike. This is funny. Quote, Darren Do-Nothing Hawkins and the management team at Yellow couldn't hold the Teamsters hostage as they dream up disingenuous offers to save themselves from their own incompetence. God damn, tell me what you really think. Said Teamsters General President Sean M. O'Brien. Boy, that sounds like a union man right there, doesn't it? Sean M. O'Brien. Quote, it is not left to rank and file Teamsters to drag Yellow's sinking ship to shore. We are not going to agree to informal offers for new wages in the hopes of getting a fair contract next year when YRC Freight and Holland can't even figure out how to pay their bills right now. Well, don't worry. I'm sure the executives are going to get big fat golden parachutes. It's going to be really good for them, no matter what happens. O'Brien immediately responded in writing in both informal requests from Yellow on the days that they were received. Responses by the Teamsters blasted Yellow for attempting to tether wage increases to future commitments from the union. Classic way to shut down wage increases. And an unnegotiated new deal. It wasn't even negotiated. They just threw it on the table. O'Brien reminded Hawkins that YRC Freight and Holland's failure to pay their bills and remit obligated benefits payments to Central States now would adversely affect working families that have already committed to substantial givebacks to the floundering company. The current collective bargaining agreement between the Teamsters and Yellow is not set to expire until March 31st of 2024. Fascinating stuff, and thank you so much for this direct from union source. Isn't that nice to get something a little bit more esoteric than your normal news article? Thank you so much, Woke Patriot, for that link in the Discord. Yeah, kissing Gonzo, you're hilarious. Wanted to do just a quick little update on the writer's strike. I'm sure a lot of other streamers are covering this in more detail, but I thought I'd bring it up. This I don't know how true these stats are, so just a grain of salt. I'm assuming these are correct stats. I'm sure right-wingers would disagree. It doesn't matter if they were 100% legitimate, brought down from God himself. Right-wingers would disagree. That's just how they are. They are not going to accept reality, no matter how much it's presented to them. I think we should have all learned that by now, right? Two hours solid of every single thing I presented. That ain't real. That ain't real. That's not real. Oh, fake news. Oh, fake news. That's not real. That's not real. Counter narrative. I got a counter narrative for that one. Oh, yeah, Sean Hannity said this. Oh, well, Ben Shapiro said this. I have a counter narrative for that one, too. Climate change isn't real. Abortion isn't real. Right? 2 hours solid of that. Does not matter. But anyway, I just, I don't know how real these stats are. It sounds real, but listen to them. If they're real, they're shocking. Disney won't give up. So this is how much of their revenue that they would have to sacrifice to meet the obligations of the protesters. Disney wouldn't give up 0.091%, less than 1% of their revenue to stop the strikes. Netflix won't give up 0.214%, not even a quarter of a percentage of their revenue to meet the demands of the protesters. Not even a quarter of a percent. Warner Bros. Won't give up 0.1% of their revenue to stop. Just think about how much money. Think about how much money you have to be making when your entire workforce could be given raises that doesn't even equal 1% of your revenue stream. I know. I already gave you the stipulation, NG. I know there's. It does. Like I said, if this was Jesus fucking Christ presenting this information, you would say the same thing. Are you? What are you trying to say, that you wouldn't? Fake news? Really? Paramount won't give up 0.0148% of their revenue. But no, it's not real. It's not real, guys. It's just some random guy on Twitter just making shit up. I'm sure. I mean, it could be. I just thought that was interesting. All right, folks. It's everybody's favorite segment. America's favorite segment, actually. The mass shooting update, brought to you, of course, by Garbage Fuel. Garbage Fuel, the #1 drink mix company in the world. Garbage Fuel would like to remind you, this is your new normal. The mass shooting update, folks, brought to you by Garbage Fuel. Here we go. Let's see how many mass shootings there were today in America. 460 U.S. mass shootings in 2023, 5,595 mass shootings since 2013, and 0 whole days since the last mass shooting. Come on, good guys with guns. What'd you take the day off, good guys? We need you out there fully strapped. We need you on that wall, good guys with guns. What? Why? Over there in Glensdale, Arizona, 0 dead and 4 injured. Gunmen, 3 unidentified. They're arrested. We're on a roll, baby. Over there in Chicago, Lonsdale, Illinois, 1 dead and 4 injured. Gunman unknown. I'd like to remind you that less than 50% of murders are actually solved in America. So you have a good chance of committing murder and getting away with it. Over there in Mario, LA, 1 dead and 3 injured. Gunman unknown. Queensbury, New York, 1 dead and 3 injured. Domestic victims, here we go, every single time. Victims appeared to be gunmen's family members every single time. Women, children, old ladies, some family dispute gets out of hand. Gunman unidentified died from self-inflicted gunshot. Some family fight over money or who knows what. MAGA dad, guarantee you, MAGA dad. Busts out a gun, kills the whole family, shoots himself in the head. We see it every single time. Almost literally. Every single time. Over there in Verdigris, Oklahoma, 4 dead and 0 injured. Domestic plus juvenile victims. Hey, we got 2 of them today, folks. 2 of them. 2 MAGA dads. I guarantee you it's a right-winger. It's almost always a right-winger. There's sometimes it could be lefties, though. Domestic juvenile victims. Mother fatally shot her 3 children. Wow, ages 1 through 11, then killed herself. The gunman, Brandy McClasson, died from self-inflicted gunshot. I'm sure Brandy bought the gun legally, and that's the only thing that really matters, right, folks? Did she or didn't she buy the gun legally? Hey, there you go. Nebulous over here reminding us who these people are. Dancing. Hey, I just heard about a mother who just killed her 3 daughters. Let me just post a dancing Trump gif. Wow. Tasteful. He says as he does a game show parody over mass shootings. Well, there you go, folks. That is your mass shooting update, brought to you, of course, by Garbage Fuel. Garbage Fuel is, of course, the #1 drink mix company in the world. Would like to remind you that this is never ending. This is our new normal. Where is... Oh, there it is. This is our new normal. Get used to it. Mass shootings every day. You go to a grocery store. You go to a park. You go to a school. You know, you go to fill in the blank. You go to a baseball game. You go to there. You go to here. You go to there. Hey, you could be part of a mass shooting incident. And 9 times out of 10, it's a right-winger, right? But no, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I saw a left-winger a couple months ago do something. They're monsters. And they're making our lives demonstrably worse. Right-wing conservatives. They're making our lives demonstrably worse. Okay? That means obvious, apparent. You can see it in front of your face every single day, the results of their policies and what they believe in. They're ruining our lives. They are the enemy of freedom and democracy. And if the left doesn't organize and fight them with everything in our being, this is the new normal. This is the world they want to create. Thank you, YouTube. That's my U.S. update. We're going to jump on into our fascist update next. Everyone loves it.